All right, man. Torture Talk. You know what it is. So Rory had responded to the backlash, and Maul told him something that I said that he would say. And yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. And also, academics is being academics again, as usual. All right, man. So you know what it is. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate, Cash App is right on the screen. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, shout out to y'all for pulling up. All the fellas, what up? You know what it is. And yeah, man. Also, to 25,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a nice size cash prize. Yes, I will be. And go subscribe to Torture Talk After Hours. I'm the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. Hey, so let's get it, man. Let's get to it. All right, this comes courtesy of Chink Smooth. You already know what it is. Let's get it.
Bro, oh nah, this is downright evil, you guys. Somebody is going to get hurt behind this. Now, I'm sure over the last couple of days, you guys have been seeing a lot of old resurfaced tweets from Rory, and it's pretty bad. A lot of those tweets were aimed at black women. I saw a couple of tweets that were aimed at Beyonce and Blue. Even today, people are still finding a lot of old Rory tweets. Now, Rory actually apologized for it. Today on the brand new podcast episode, Rory addressed it and he realized he was wrong. Here's what he said.
You want to seem like a martyr for the culture. I'll take this one on the chin, fellas. Don't worry about it.
This is not one that I want to take on the chin whatsoever. But yes, I did go into Twitter Spaces. I don't think my intentions came off the correct way because I was in there to get my talking to.
Why?
But when I woke up this morning and listened back to some of it, I sounded very, very dismissive in the beginning.
As you should have been.
No, because there were some people in there.
I hate being right. I really do hate being right. I told y'all, man. Some people don't take things as serious as we do. Doesn't make them less of a person, doesn't make them less of a black person. But I told y'all, Maul sees Rory as like a brother. He don't even look at Rory's color. Like, for real. I'm being dead serious.
Because I was on the side of like, everybody knows, the people that know me know who I am and know what it is.
Which is why you shouldn't be talking about it.
But there were people in there that don't know me and were actually searching for an actual response or reply.
And I was, man. I'm not saying, we got to stop saying that.
Can I finish, please?
They weren't searching for shit. They were searching for attention. They were searching to go back and forth with you so they can clip it and put it on their YouTube channels. That's all they were searching for. Nobody was searching for answers. Nobody was hurt. Nobody's children didn't eat last night as a result of tweets that you tweeted, fake tweets 12 years ago. So it's not that serious.
I agree with you that there was definitely people in there with just that intention, but there were some people that were generally just looking for an answer. And I apologize for being dismissive to those people in particular that were just looking for an answer to what some of those tweets and fake retweets and all that was. So I do apologize because I did come off dismissive to some people that did not deserve that were just saw something out of context and was like, yo, what's up with this? And I was a little condescending and dismissive in the beginning. About 20, 30 minutes in, I started to realize, oh shit, all right, we're not doing the joke shit anymore. And at that point, everyone was texting me, get the fuck out of the spaces. And I felt like it was too late then. I got to just stay here because if I run, it's even worse. But I handled that spaces very poorly. I will say that. You are correct about the spaces.
Okay.
I'm saying me personally, after I listened to the space, I felt bad of how I handled being dismissive in the beginning. That's all. So I want to apologize for that.
Why were you being dismissive?
Because when it started, there was, I know people don't understand the term fake retweet, but at a time on Twitter, people would type out retweet someone's at to make it look like they said something when you were battling back and forth on Twitter.
I was there.
So when that was popped up, yes, I was laughing about it. And I was dismissive. And then, you know, people have every right to feel away with or without context. Like I'm not here to argue that. I'm just here to say I handled the spaces poorly. That's all.
I guess it's just like again, I'm gonna just keep going to the age difference between you and me.
I can empathize with somebody looking at my white face in this space for so long, having opinions, and then seeing those tweets and being like, yo, what the fuck? I can see the outrage with it. I'm not here saying like, yo, what's like, why are y'all so mad? I'm not here to say that. But I mean, the one they're the most outraged about was not in the context that they're making it seem. But with that said, I understand why everyone's outraged. Yesterday, I just was in a different mind state and I was being a fucking dick. Because I thought it was laughable for somebody to call me a raging racist. But this morning,
I did too.
But this morning, with a different lens and a good night's sleep, yeah, I sounded like a fucking asshole. So, I apologize for that.
You here to apologize to all the victims?
I'm not, see, don't put words in my mouth.
Are you here to apologize to everyone that was offended and was hurt?
Sure, if somebody was offended by that, I do apologize.
All right, I mean, if that's how you feel, then cool.
But I mean,
I'm just saying, can you do me a favor from now on?
Don't go in spaces.
Exactly.
Now, unfortunately for Rory,
man, oh man, I had to let him finish because I didn't want to cut it off. I wanted to hear him in his full context. He was better off not apologizing. I'll be honest with y'all. That was a half-ass apology. It was basically him saying, like, I'm sorry. It's like slapping somebody and saying, I'm sorry that I hurt your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like he really apologized for offending you. And Maul had to kind of pull it out of him. To be honest with y'all, I said this yesterday, I don't think he should have apologized at all, because if he thought it was a joke, then he should leave it as a joke. Like, look, man, if you was offended by it, maybe that's why he was saying he apologized if you were offended by the joke. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I think he was trying to come across as being genuine right now. And it still seemed to me like he looks at it like, well, it's not a big deal to me. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And the truth be told, as he should, if he really feels as if this wasn't a big deal, then it shouldn't be a big deal to him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand that it's a big deal to other people because they look at him a certain way. I never would look at, and you know what? I'm not even going to say that because I think that that's wrong for me to say. I would just say this. I don't think that me looking up to anybody as some type of I'll put it to you like, maybe it's just me being biased as my biases. I don't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'll say I won't look at people a certain way. You know what I mean? I have close family members and maybe a couple of people I would consider a friend, but I don't have a lot of friends and I don't put my faith into anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of y'all do that. I think a lot of y'all be putting y'all eggs in one basket when it come to these influencers or these people, and these people don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They don't know how you feel about certain things. You know, how would they know you? They're on this side and you're on that side. It ain't like y'all in the same place together all the time. So, and I think, and I'll be honest with y'all, I think a lot of black people think that white people feel like they should know how we feel. I mean, yes, in some cases, but in a lot of cases, some white people are young. They don't know the history of black people and the jokes or the things that we've been through, not jokes, but the things we've been through. They don't know the history of that. And I mean, being ignorant doesn't excuse you of anything, but at the same time, you do have to look at it from that point of view. Like, well, he didn't know. Not saying Rory didn't know. Obviously, Rory did know. But I definitely think that we as a collective, we definitely believe that everybody's supposed to feel our pain and feel what we going through. Some people don't even give a shit about what we going through. I'm just being honest with y'all. And that's why I don't really put too many, because the moment you have a disagreement with somebody, especially if they're on your side, even if your own family member disagree with you, you're going to feel some type of way. I mean, especially if you totally believe something. Let's imagine you believe in say you go to church and you believe in God or you believe in Jesus or Christ or whatever, and person on the side of you have been going to church the whole time with you, and y'all in it. I mean, y'all in it. Y'all praising the Lord. Y'all doing speaking in tongues and rolling on the floor and all types of stuff together. Y'all doing all this stuff together, right? And then a couple of weeks later, you find out that secretly he been worshiping Lucifer. Be hurt. You know what I'm saying? You'll fall out. I can't believe this. Like, you'll fall out. I'm just telling you. So I look at it from that point of view. Like, I don't put, I call it, I see people for what it is. Not to say I'm stereotyping people, but I just know my surroundings. You know what I mean? I'm not going go into a hood I don't know, expecting people to embrace me like I'm their brother. I ain't gonna go into certain white spaces doing the same thing either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but that's just how I feel. I don't think he really. Again, I go back to what I said earlier. I don't think Rory. I don't think Rory's really bothered by it, because he looks at it like, wow, you know my history. I don't care what you're talking about. You can't say nothing to me. Like, I don't care how you can't paint me out to be a racist. That's just not gonna work. And I see a lot of people are saying he's not a racist. They just don't like the way he went about it. I mean, you could say that about this guy on the screen, academics. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, more black people respect Rory than academics. It's just the truth. So I don't know, man. This is a very interesting one. He looks like Canelo Alvarez in this picture. Like, he literally looks like, every time I look, I'm like, is that Canelo? He looks like Canelo. It is strange that academics kind of look like Terrence Crawford. Nah, I'm playing. But Roy does look like Canelo.
Everybody that doesn't like you is going to come out the woodworks to kick your back in. Even people that you negatively talked about their music is going to come out the woodworks. We see this every single time media personalities is under fire. People like Charlemagne, Joe Budden, Academics was the most recent one. That's just how it goes. This morning, DJ Vlad said, yo, Rory spent years talking shit about me, trying to push the I'm white but I'm not like Vlad narrative. He was right. Now everyone sees that Rory has always been racist towards black women. I'm nothing like him. This is just...
Yeah, he's going a little bit overboard. I think that Vlad is only doing this because he's trying to save face. I'll be honest with you, I kind of developed a newfound respect for Vlad. I'm not gonna lie, I found a newfound respect for Vlad. I like how he conducts his interviews. I really do. But this here is he's bugging when he says this. It's like, okay, like I'm gonna throw my argument in there. To me, the better thing would have been done, in my opinion, is not said that at all. You know what I'm saying? I was saying, there you have it. That's all I would have said. You know what I'm saying? But saying this, it kind of makes it look like y'all fighting for the right to say y'all not racist towards black women. Like, it just looks stupid, in my opinion.
Par for the course. All your ops are going to come out the woodworks to paint you in the most negative light ever. And sometimes somebody takes it a little too far. This morning, DJ Academics woke up and saw Rory under fire, and he started rubbing his hands like Birdman. Academics told Rory, hey, bruh, I ain't forget you, punk. Let me spin the block one more time. I'm sure you guys know the history between DJ Academics and Rory. If you guys don't, just go check out my past videos. I'm not going to rehash it. Academics went on to make a very interesting tweet that people feel like was out of bounds, and he crossed the line. He said 4 years ago, Rory, you came to my house trying to be cute like you were some mob boss. I've been on your head ever since. For my protection, of course. Thought you got a 10 mil podcast deal. I don't know why you still in the hood. There's mad black women out there. Don't you hate them? Now, Academics could have easily left it right there. He got his point across to Rory, but no. He goes on to attach pictures of Rory and his daughter. That's correct, you guys. These are pictures that somebody took, basically stalking Rory and his daughter anywhere they go. From being at the park to walking on the streets, Academics posted these pictures online to let Rory know, I'm always watching you. Now, out of respect, I'm not gonna post these pictures. If you
Yeah, that's stupid. He just made it worse for himself. And a lot of times, I put it to you like this, and this has nothing to do with Rory. I'm going to talk about academics right now. Y'all know how I felt about Rory. I already did a whole episode about that. But let me speak on academics. Academics, you a dumb motherfucker, bro. You're just a stupid motherfucker, bro. Like, you do things for attention, and it's going to get you hurt, bro. Like, for real. You posting people's kids is not cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you try to act like you this and you that, bro. You got to understand, bro. People out here will light you up, bro. And I think a lot of y'all y'all don't understand that. I think a lot of y'all be out here fronting for the internet, bro. Like, if you got security, you're not tough. Your security's tough. Just understand that. I just don't understand why and how anybody would post anybody's children, bro. That's just not something you should ever do. You know what I'm saying? It's just no matter which way you look at it, you shouldn't do that, bro. And if you're a lawyer, if you got a lawyer and your lawyer is advising you, if you're actually a lawyer, if I did this, would I get in trouble? And if your lawyer isn't advising you not to do that and saying, no, you wouldn't get in trouble, and you doing that, it's beyond a troll. I think what he's doing, I think what you're doing is beyond trolling, bro. You know what I'm saying? If Rory messed up in a certain case, you have that his children has nothing to do with that, bro. This is what I mean. Like, people do things to seek attention, then they wonder why they get, what's the name, they get lumped up or something happened to them. So now what happens if you and this guy is in the same space at the same time? Then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, to me, it's just a bad look. And again, this goes back to what I keep saying about hip hop media. Like, hip hop media is sometimes I feel like it's worse than hip hop. And what I mean by worse than hip hop, the negativity part of the messaging in it, you know what I'm saying? Not worse than hip hop. Like, hip hop is good. It's just the negative energy that surrounds it. And I think I think they're a part of that. Academics and all of these goofy motherfuckers.
got a daughter or if you got a son, you know how innocent kids are. If you got a beef with Rory, that's fine. You can take pictures of Rory when he's out somewhere partying, if he's on a date somewhere with a chick. But personally, posting these pictures of Rory and his daughter is flat out wrong. It's so wrong that everybody went from attacking Rory to now attacking DJ Academics for posting Rory's kid. Somebody told Academics, yo, posting the guy's picture with his kid, you're just looking to get deceased. Crazy. I called him a dick rider. Him coming to my house was asking to get spliffed in. Have patience. It might take 10 years. You catch them fuck niggas. Now, even though Academics claims Rory was the person that came to his house, Rory has denied it on multiple occasions. Even when Joe Budden asked him about it, Rory said no. It was not me that went to Academics' house and put that card in his mailbox.
Well, he was calling you guys all type of shit, all
Of course,
type of names,
it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
so
actually,
you guys,
he's gonna be
feel
an
like
enemy for life.
Damn, I mean, that shit was crazy. Like, did you actually do that to Academics? What he's accusing you of doing? Did you actually do that?
No,
like,
I was just. And by the way,
That will be snitching though.
I mean,
What was it?
not if he actually say that.
I didn't, but also, I was just with Bootleg Kev, and I know it's a live stream, so that'll come out later. But I feel for dude, and this is not, I know people are going to think this is some shots or some like satire, sarcasm. Am I wrong? Did two people try to break into his house?
I never knew your opinion on that action. Or number one, if you thought it was true.
Because I never knew about it.
I shouted on the internet for like mad long. Maybe you didn't know about it at the time.
That's what I'm talking about. When it was happening.
But after you did know.
Or when y'all was saying it was happening.
But after you did know. Like, I look at you and I feel like you draw the line much earlier than that. Like, I feel like I don't feel like the showing up to the crib thing is even giving somebody who's been through situations with DJ Vlad, ransom, all that type of stuff. That is beyond the scope of possibility of where you would.
When I thought it was real, I went to my guy and I said, "You didn't do this, did you?" He said, "No," and that was the end of it for me.
If Rory actually pulled up to his
And here's the thing too. Why? And I'm not saying Rory didn't do it or Rory did do it. I'm just saying, why would Rory lie? If Rory is who he say he is, why would he lie about it? I think academics is saying whatever he's saying. I love how, you know what? Let me just let him finish it. I'm going to explain to y'all how manipulative people like academics are.
His house to drop off that card in his mailbox, that's not okay either. These are all nasty and dangerous games being played. If you guys really hate each other that bad, you guys both live in Jersey and could easily meet up and squabble and get it over with. If you want to call out Rory for the tweets, if you want to call him all kinds of names, go ahead. But you gotta understand, where you're doxing the man and you're putting his child out there, it could possibly backfire. You guys get in the comments below.
Yeah, he's absolutely right about that. I'm gonna tell y'all why I say that people like academics is manipulators, and this is what they do, right? So first of all, they make the situation about them. This situation wasn't about him, Ack himself. It was about Rory. But Ack somehow makes it about him. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, I love how you do something and then I do something, but then what you do is you try to make me out to be the villain in this whole thing when I started it. Now, I'm not saying that Ack started it. I don't know if he started it. I am going to say that he's not exempt from this back and forth, but the way he presents it, as if Rory came to his house and did whatever he did and he had nothing to do with that encounter. He just showed up at his house and that's it. Every action has a reaction. That's just what it is. It may be a delayed reaction, but every action has a reaction. So if you did something and he showed up to your house, that is a reaction from your action. Simple as that. So I don't understand why he does this and try to make it seem like he's so exempt from everything. Oh, I didn't like. Very intelligent man with no common sense is very dangerous. Just understand that. Ack is intelligent with no common sense. Like, he really doesn't have common sense. And I think he does things just for the betterment of his chat and his stream. And that's not good either. So, but posting a man's child, I'm not feeling that. So, I don't know. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Torture Talk. Peace. Bye.